What's up, everybody? Jason from Straight Edge Lights and Gear, and I'm coming at you guys today with a bag review. And today we're going to be going over the VANQUEST Gear Dendrite. Yes, the Dendrite Large Sling Bag. I had to think about how to say it because I always want to say Dendrite, but I know it's not Dendrite. It's Dendrite bag. And this is the large sling bag, guys. This bag is actually one that I've actually had for quite a while. I think I've had this for, geez, over a year now. And I've used it several times, and it's a great bag. And what I want to do today is kind of go over some of the ways that I use the bag, some of the ways maybe you can kind of configure it to fit whatever it is you need it for your lifestyle. This bag, it's been fun is doing this whole bag reviews. Is I've been getting more and more bags because what I found is not every one bag fits every situation, right? Like I haven't found a bag yet that can kind of do exactly everything I needed to do. So I kind of run different bags depending on the situations that I'm going into. Some work better for this situation, some work better for this situation. Some are just a pretty good all around bag that you can use most every time. But we're going to kind of talk about that. And I think what in a later video that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stack up a whole bunch of the different bags that I have and kind of go over some of the pros and cons for each of them. Like I said, I haven't found that perfect bag yet, but I know there's going to be one out there, and maybe some of these videos will help a company to make that perfect bag, right? But overall, guys, though, I do really enjoy this bag. This is, again, the Dendrite Large from VANQUEST Gear. I went with a large one simply because I tend to carry more junk. And one of the initial primary reasons I got this bag was for off-body carry, okay, for off-body CCW carry. I know that sometimes it's a touchy subject for people. Please bear with me. You don't have to use this as a CCW bag. I'll talk about a lot of the other things I use this bag for, but that is something you can use this bag for, so we will talk about it. But that was one of my primary reasons is I'm getting older, guys. I can't sit on my wallet anymore. Like, it hurts my back. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start, screw it. I'm going full dad mode. Let's start carrying the fanny pack, right? I was hesitant to jump on that bandwagon, guys, for a while. I'm not going to lie. But now that I have, why was I not using this way sooner? I actually really like carrying a fanny pack or sling bag now all the time. Like, it's just super comfortable. I don't have a bunch of stuff stuffed in my back pockets. Problem was, guys, I love knives and stuff as well, right? So I typically got a bunch of knives on me, and it's just kind of one of those things where it's like my pockets are getting full. I'm running out of room. Do I really need all the stuff that I'm carrying? Yes and no. It just kind of depends. So it's kind of funny. But I'm going to start getting into a long-winded story here. We want to talk about the bag, so let's talk about the bag. So I initially got this to basically carry my CCW, my wallet, and things like that in there. And it was working out pretty good. I had a smaller, I got some stuff in here already. I had a smaller P365 that I was running in this back main pouch. Right, let's open this bad boy. I do like that this opens up really big. This back main pouch, they have a hook and loop on the back here that you can attach Velcro to. And so, like, I have this Velcro holster. It's Velcro back from Crossbreed. So you could put your pew-pew in there, and then you could stick it into the back, and now it's kind of locked into place. Now, this was working pretty good. It was the biggest issue I would say I have with it, with the way that this is set up, is your CCW is in your main pouch with all of your other stuff. So you have your pew pew in here. I'm trying to watch what I say, guys, because I don't want to get flagged on YouTube or anything inappropriate. But now you also have all of your various other stuff in here. And what always kind of worries me a little bit is if something accidentally gets in your trigger guard. Okay, just like when people are carrying on the hip and they don't pay attention and they just shove the thing in there and the shirt gets caught in the trigger guard and you get an accidental discharge there. I always worry about that. So this is the only real con that I have to this bag is I do not like that where I would carry my CCW is mixed with all of the other stuff that I would carry. I really wish this just had a completely separate compartment that I could just put my CCW in. That's my biggest, only really con to this bag for me is that. There is this back zippered open pouch, but this just didn't really kind of fit my need for my CCW. I liked it being here, but you know, again, that's my only con. Everything else about this bag I love. I think it's a fantastic bag, and I use this bag still quite a bit. What I really like about this bag is it's just the way it opens and the size. You have this nice kind of large front compartment here. Like up in here, I carry a couple of, usually carry one or two. Somehow I have 2 pins and 2 Sharpies in here, but I got a couple of pins in here and a couple of you know, G10 Sharpies that I usually carry up in here. Sometimes I'll toss my keys in there. Just recently I went to Blade Show, Texas, and I was walking around with this bag on all weekend long. I had a whole bunch of my stickers and business cards shoved up there in the front pocket while I was running my wallet and a bunch of various other little things in the mid pocket here, and it just worked out fantastic. What I really like about this bag too is that it's, for its size, when I'm wearing it with a t-shirt on, you can't hardly tell that I got a fanny pack on at all. My t-shirt covers it, and it kind of just blends in seamlessly. So a lot of times people are even surprised when they'll see me reach into the fanny pack and pull something out. They're like, holy crap, you had a fanny pack on? I go, yeah, I've had it on this whole time. And they don't even notice it. But there's tons of storage option spaces in this bag. So we open this up and get in here. On the inside, you have this kind of mesh, so you could put certain things in here maybe that you might need, and you can see that it's kind of mesh see-through a little bit right here. So you can keep maybe different things in here separate, however you want. Maybe you want to run, keep like your flashlight in there along with like a lighter and stuff. Like, you'll know that those are separated out, and you can kind of see through the mesh material here that, oh, okay, that's what I got in there. Or maybe if you're a lady, you got some other products in there, you know. So you have this completely separate pouch. You do have this cool, like, kind of keychain lanyard thing. What's nice though is it does give you the option of being able to take this completely out. Sometimes these are like sewn in and you don't necessarily maybe want it, and so you're like, but it's there, so you either got to cut it out or, you know, whatever, just deal with it. But this is nice because you can actually take this one out and you can move it around too. It's like you have this front little tiny loop right here, so I can hook it here, or there's another loop here on the back as well that I could clip this to if I wanted to run my keys more towards the back of the bag. So it's nice that you're able to kind of move it around and adjust it if you need to. Something else I just realized, I didn't even thought about this, but let's say you're carrying a lot of really heavy stuff in here. You can actually, you're hooked here, you can actually take this other end and hook it here to this other loop, and now you got a bag that's not going to completely flop open and dump all your you know, products, whatever it is you're running in your bag. So that's actually kind of a like a little tether system there that you can run. I don't know if that was intentionally designed that way or if it was just something I just now figured out. But up here on the back part of the pouch, so you have a couple of different pouches here. You have these stretchy panels here that you can, you know, see, maybe take a knife, stick a knife down in here, kind of loop it in. That's probably a little bit bigger than what you would put in there. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then behind that there's actually 2 smaller separate pouches as well. So plenty of ways that you can kind of try to optimize your storage capacity in here. And then in the back, you have this other large area. Now again, you can put your CCW in there, or you can run any type of different thing that you want in there. And VANQUEST does make a whole series of smaller little organizer bags that are Velcro back that fit inside, that will attach in here. So you can actually maybe make a little small med kit, bam, have it put in there. So if something happens, you know, you open up this bag, there, you got your little med pouch. I do want to get a couple of those bags and kind of run some setups like that and test them out and see how they work. But overall, there's a ton of storage space in here. And one of the other ways that I like running this bag is when I do go to shows, because I do have another channel, guys, where I do knife reviews, straight edge knives, right? That's my logo right here for that. Sometimes when I go to these shows, you know, I'm trying to go light. I'm trying to move. I got my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera, which I'm filming on right now. But a lot of times, because the camera is delicate, I run it in this Scotty Make Stuff case. So this is a kind of a big, hard case, as you guys can see this. And this bag will actually hold that case perfectly fine. So I can have my camera in here along with my microphones and a couple other little things. I can actually run this as a real quick makeshift, camera go bag. I've done that a few times. I was actually running around SHOT Show with my camera in my fanny pack like this for a while, being able to just, when I got someplace that I wanted to film, I could easily open up my thing, pop it out, take off my protective cap, boom, start filming, and I'm ready to go. But I wasn't worried about somebody rolling up and trying to snatch my camera out of my back pocket, or like if I ran it on a lanyard, somebody could run up, cut the lanyard, run off with my camera, or something crazy, I had it secured on my waist and it was ready to go. I had my camera in here when I went through TSA to fly. It was perfectly fine. It didn't, it's a really good setup, because I could fit this whole big thing in here along with my microphone bag, and I can even put a couple of my small little travel lights that attach to the side here. I ran the camera in here along with a battery bank. So there's a ton of room in here, guys, that you can really load this thing out pretty heavy if you want, but it still maintains a very slim, slick profile when you're wearing it. So it's actually very, very handy. And then in the back, you have another large zippered pouch. Now there's no Velcro in this one at all. No hook and loop in the back. That would be nice to see if they just went ahead and added that into the back here as well. Just so it maybe did give you that option of being able to run set a holster in there or something like that, or just put any one of those other numerous pouches that they make. So it would be a nice little feature to add that to the back, but it's not necessary. But it would just be nice. So it's kind of a want, not necessarily a need. But this bag is very, very tough and well made. Like I said, I've worn this tons of times. The adjustments on it are very nice as well. So theoretically, you could come in here and pop these straps off. Like you can unbuckle them completely. You'd have to, run all the webbing out of the buckles here. And then you have these two belt straps right here. I'm not necessarily know if they're belt straps, but you can run your belt through here and actually run this on a hard belt if you needed to. Down here on the bottom, you have another couple of little hook and loop things. So you could probably run some, paracord, something through here, lash maybe your jacket to the back of the bag or under the bag if you needed to. One thing I do like that comes with the VANQUEST bags, they have these kind of quick pull tabs for their their bags, so you can just kind of grab these and it helps you get your zippers quickly. And they do make some different colored ones. So if you wanted to have this bag set up, like you said, you have your CCW in one pouch, you could put maybe the orange pull tabs on there, so orange is my pew or medical or however you want. So it's kind of cool. They do have some different colored pull tabs available. I did think it was odd that it came with the pull tabs here and here, but it didn't on the front zipper. I thought maybe they could have just added the pull tab to the front one as well, but it's not a big deal. Like I said, they sell them separately. So again, you can buy the different colored ones and set it up how you want. I just tied a little piece of paracord around the zipper and it works pretty good too. So, and then I did the same with the back zipper. I tied a little piece of paracord around there. Just because I don't know, I should have, when I was at Blaze Show, Texas, I was talking to VANQUEST. I should have bought some more pull tabs so I could have got rid of I will do that in Atlanta. I will get some more of those pull tabs. But the bag, you can, like I said, wear it differently on your belt. If you really wanted to do it that way. I do really like the buckle system here. It's always been super solid. I like how when I wrap this around my waist, it comes around and it clips up here kind of towards my side, towards the front of the bag. I'm not a huge fan of having to reach behind me in a buckle. Again, I've seen it brought up. I've never seen it done, but I think theoretically speaking, it is possible. Like if you have the buckle in the back, somebody could potentially walk behind you and just quickly unbuckle it real fast and then maybe snatch it and run. It's entirely possible that can happen. But that would, a lot of that would be also dependent on if they knew you had the bag. If you had it out over your shirt or something like that, and they could easily see it, it might be a little bit easier to come up and do that. I like how some of the companies are putting their buckles up here on the side now. It just makes it a little bit harder. If somebody was to try to unbuckle it, I could easily clamp down or grab them rather than trying to reach behind me or something like that. I know it's a little kind of, maybe, I don't want to say it's far-fetched. It could happen, but it's just a scenario, right? So let's think about it that way. You do have a ton of adjustment on this bag as far as, you know, your waist size. Like, look at all this I could still have to play with. I'm a big boy. I wear size 40 pants, and I have this, goes around me perfectly fine. It stays pretty locked into place once you get it adjusted where you want. These straps don't really let loose too easily. So it's nice is like once you kind of get it set, you know, it's going to pretty much stay how you need it to for a long time. But if you do need to make adjustments to loosen or tighten it, it's not really that hard to do either. So it is a very good belt buckle setup that I actually enjoy quite a bit. It does give you enough space here to where if you wanted to run this as, so I have it kind of locked in right now, but if you want to run it as like a shoulder sling bag, you can adjust this way out and you can easily put it over, carry it across the front of your chest. Excuse me. That's not something I typically do. Um, I'm it's something I need to play around with as a carry system with the over the shoulder sling bag where it's, you know, strapped across my chest. I just haven't gotten into that. I still just keep carrying it as a fanny pack because it's a little bit more discreet for me. But it is something I need to practice and try out. You know, it might become a go-to carry system as well because you know, it just might be a little bit more comfortable. One thing I will say is when I do have this bag completely packed, like I said, with my camera, my wallet, and some other stuff in here, you know, when it's full, even though I'm wearing it, when I'm sitting down, it's not, this bag still rides comfortably. It's not jamming me in my stomach. It's not creating any weird hot spots on my waist or hip or anything like that. So even with this bag full, wearing it as a fanny pack, it actually really rides comfortably, kind of no matter how much crap I've had stuffed in this. And I've put a bunch of stuff in here, guys. So and this bag is, like I said, been carrying it for a year and it's been holding up really, really well. I mean, the material's all still great. The colors haven't faded on it because this is the camo kind of version, which I really like. It's like a more subdued camo, so it's got a little bit of color, but it's not overtly tactical. So I do really like the color on this one. Yeah, I mean, it's just been, this bag has just held up fantastic. I haven't had any issues with it. Nothing's torn. The zippers have always worked perfectly fine. I haven't had a zipper get stuck. Oh, one thing I do want to note here too is with the zippers, you do have these little loops here, so you can, like, let's say you are going through TSA or something, you can theoretically lock this bag shut if you needed to as well. So that's kind of a cool feature on the main compartment. So, but you know, guys, for traveling and just everyday carry, this this VANQUEST bag is pretty good. I like I said, it's not 100% perfect. I would like to see a completely separate CCW pocket with the hook and loop in there so I can put my holster in there. I think we'll get there. We'll get there, right? Come on, VANQUEST. Let's make that happen, baby. Because I really like this bag. It is one of my, it definitely is a go-to bag for me. I do find myself going for this one quite a bit. Like I said, when I've taken these trips where I'm not taking my CCW, this VANQUEST is what's going with me, and this is carrying my camera, it's carrying my wallet, my keys, keeping all my stuff safe on me, and it's just super comfortable. Flying in the plane, I don't have to take it off. It's just on. It feels comfortable. So this bag is actually very cool. Very well made, and I do quite enjoy this bag a lot, guys. So if you guys are interested in picking one of these up, I will leave links down below to VANQUEST website and then, you know, the Amazon link there as well. So make sure you're going and checking out their gear. I am going to have some more VANQUEST bag reviews coming up pretty soon. I'm looking forward to that because I want to kind of, they have another, you know, kind of cross body bag that I'm going to be checking out that looks really cool. and very, very low key, and I kind of like that. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be having some more reviews on that stuff coming up soon. So just kind of want to give you guys a quick little overall look at this bag and my impressions of it, after having used it for a year, and just wanted to let you guys know how it works. So I really enjoy it. So all right, everybody, thank you for watching. You guys stay safe, stay bright, and go carry on. And we'll see you on the next one.